Alright, y'all, we took this fireplace from old and drab to Pinterest ready in about an hour or so. If you want to see how this comes out, stick around to the very end so you can see the results. We started with this orange brick here and turned it into a beautiful whitewash. Today we are trying out this Romabio classical lime wash. So this is for masonry, and we're gonna try it on this fireplace, this old orange fireplace here. It's supposed to give us a whitewash effect like this. And it's a lime wash, so it's not a paint, so it's better for the brick, it lets it breathe. Made in Italy, so we ordered this off Amazon. So here's everything that we're gonna be using. So we have a liter of this. For this amount, we're gonna dilute it. It's supposed to be from 500 to 750 milliliters of water. We got 500 right here, so it's not a lot. We're just gonna add it gradually. We're gonna mix it in this bucket here, and then we're gonna use a stiff masonry brush to brush it on there. You can mix it either with a stir stick, or we have our mixer here just because it's faster. And then we have some rags that we're gonna use after to kind of blot away some of it so you can see some of the brick behind it. Also have some water here. We just have to get the masonry wet beforehand, so you can't apply it when the brick is dry. And we've already cleaned all this brick back here. We vacuumed it. We've already scrubbed all this as much as we can. It's just old and been used a lot. So we got it all cleaned up, taped up around the edges and ready to go. So we're just gonna mix it up here. All right, so we're gonna pour this entire thing in here. It's like a brick. And then I'm just gonna add half of this for now. Break it up a little. That's fine. Pete. All right. It's pretty thick. Looks like cottage cheese. So I just add a little bit more water. So we're at about 300 milligrams. Alright, so we were going to use a spray bottle, but the assistant forgot it. So we're just going to use the same brush. We're going to get all this masonry wet. Alright, yeah, so this is just regular water, and we're just brushing it on there. We were going to use a little spray bottle, but the assistant forgot to throw it in the truck when we left that day. Shout out to JJ for shooting the video. But yeah, we just brushed it on there. It was soaking it up quick, so we were trying to get it wet and move on to the paint as fast as possible. We taped everything around it so we wouldn't get the walls dirty. Yep, so this brush, I just picked it up at Lowe's. It's just a masonry brush. I think it was like 10 bucks. And once we had everything wet, we moved on to the first coat. So it's a pretty big brush. It goes on there pretty fast as far as the face of it, but the part where we ran into issues were the little mortar joints. So those we had to bring a regular paintbrush and kind of go in between them. But yeah, it goes on there pretty easily. And it is drippy, so it does end up being like real watery, so if you need to cover your floors, you'd probably want to do that. Alright, so speeding through the first coat, this is where we brought the regular paintbrush out and we started cutting, in between every mortar joint and getting it in there. So it did start drying pretty fast. So I did bring the guys in to help me kind of do it all at the same time. So I was just, two of us were cutting in the little grout lines and one of us was doing the big brush. I just didn't want it to dry before we got a chance to do all of it. I've never worked with this before, but I really liked it. Alright guys, so the guys are finishing up the coat. It was barely enough, the 1 liter, for this little fireplace here. So if you're gonna do more, you probably need more than you think. We just barely had enough here. So it's been drying. It's been drying since we started, but it's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna start with the wet, damp rag. I'm gonna start scrubbing areas where you can kind of expose the brick.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so we're just randomly just going over some areas to kind of make it look distressed. Nothing crazy. Just randomly picking areas, mainly like the corners of the brick. Kind of show off some of the brick. Took about an hour to lime wash this little fireplace here. It's really, you can take off as much as you want, or you can leave on as much as you want. It's really personal preference. We did a little distressing in some areas, but not too much. So you can kind of see a little bit of brick, but not a lot. But yeah, if you want to go thicker, you can probably get more and put it on thicker. I've seen some people that do just like certain bricks that they expose. I just did a little area with the wet rag and it comes off pretty easily, but we're gonna let it dry and see how it looks tomorrow. But I think it looks fine. It looks better than the orange that we had on there. So. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Again, if you guys want to try this out, it's the Romabio Classico Lime Wash. And it's slaked lime for brick and stone. So they sell this in the liter, they sell it in the gallon, and then like the big buckets as well. I found this at Lowe's, but they have it on Lowe's, Amazon, wherever. If you want to try it out, pretty easy to use. Just water, a mixer, a couple of brushes, and taping off the area, and just prepping the brick beforehand. So thanks for checking out the channel. If you like it, hit that like and that subscribe down below, and let me know if you guys try this out. Oh, the color on this is Avorio White. So there's different colors. That's just the white that we chose. It's like an off-white. So yeah, thanks for watching.